Am I here or am I dead? Are my systems freaking working? This stupid internet can bite a big bag of something. I will not specify what that something is gonna be. I'm just gonna be really annoyed until this stream's working again. Holy shit! Why the hell did it break all like that? Damn! Okay, I am not dead. You are here, and I am alive. And the Chaos Insurgency, or 079, or whoever that is, can suck it. I am not dead. Hello, everyone, again. I mean, we're here for a short stream, so I guess we're here for an even shorter stream then. Ay. Reports of my death have been highly exaggerated, Frog Thingy, don't worry. What did I miss? Why are you not dead, and why would you be at all? Dr. Confetti, someone or something interrupted the last stream I was doing. I was streaming about 5 minutes ago, and then the entire system collapsed. Clone, I didn't do anything. Thank you for donating again. I didn't do anything. I do not know what happened. It was not my fault. Everything is fine. Nothing is ruined. That's all that matters. Luma Lilac, Dr. Sherman, how do I become Site 42 or SCP staff? Well, if you want to be staff at the Foundation, congratulations, you're already hired. If you're in this stream, you are in fact a member of the SCP Foundation. It's the only way you could have found this stream. We have various algorithms with Alphabet, the parent company of Google and YouTube, that keep anybody except for SCP Foundation staff for finding this stream. So you're already here, you're family. Chat, can y'all yell at me to lock in? Deadman Vincent, I require you to get to work. You must succeed in your mission, for the very stakes of the world rest upon it. The Foundation is counting on you. Do not let us down. Do not let humanity down. Do what you have to do to secure, contain, and protect. Hey, quick question. Desk can answer if you want to as well. If we take something that is public domain, such as Slenderman, for example, but adjust it, of course, and make an SCP, is that fair? Well, it depends on how you adjust it. Remember, the Forest Eyes, Bundle SCP-582 is an XP of Slenderman. 582 is SCP Slenderman. That's already on the wiki. It's called Bundle. Now, Bundle is changed enough that it's different from OG Slenderman, but in that case, what you're doing is you're just taking inspiration. That's fine. Everything is stolen in one way or another. You just got to make it not blatant. That being said, if public domain is what you're talking about, then it doesn't matter because you can actually use it for real. So then it's public domain, that's fine. I know that they just had a public domain contest on the SCP Wiki. If you look up Public Domain Con, they had a contest about using public domain stories like Sherlock Holmes and stuff on the wiki. Or not Sherlock. Sherlock's not public domain yet because of the whole rights of the family thing. What was I thinking of? Was it Van Helsing? It was Van Helsing and Dracula, that's what it is. Unfailing Eagle, you're right. Slenderman is in public domain also. That is true as well. That was a mistaken thing. Just like SCP isn't public domain. SCP is Creative Commons release, but that's not the same as public domain. Random Family. Sherlock Holmes isn't public domain. I know, I corrected it. I meant Van Helsing. Maverick, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. How long till you die from the rage of not getting that damn tree to scream? Marlowe. I've been working at the Foundation Fair a very long time. My capacity for rage is boundless. I will not die of rage. That tree will die of my rage. But before it does, it will scream. It's gonna be great. Does Site 42 have Pride celebrations? If not, it should. Yes, we do. Of course we do. It is standard procedure to celebrate Pride Month. The Gawk suckers stole my medical files, Dr. Sherman. I'm panicking. Dr. Akiv, why would the Global Occult Coalition want your medical files? What's in there that's going to help them with their mission? I'm a little confused by the scenario here. Either way, secondarily, how did they get it? And why, if they could get into our medical files, did they just steal yours? Something about this is peculiar, to say the least. Clone, thank you for donating again. I think the tree's driving you insane, Doctor. No, I think I'm driving the tree insane. And I think that tree is driving straight to insane Screaming Town. That is the Screaming Town next to Jerk City. That's what that tree is being driven to. That's where it's going. Nailed it. First time caller, long time listener, love your videos. Well, thank you, Skyla, or Sila, however you pronounce that. Because you're immortal, Dr. Akiv, they have a lot of immortals. I mean, you can't throw a rock in this planet without hitting some immortal entity. It's not that uncommon. It's not actually that great a power, too. The heat death of the universe is going to come and you're just stuck like that. That doesn't sound fun. Dr. Sherman, I'm taking your pen tomorrow. I would love to see you try. Tell me this, what happens if you put 096 in the Infinite IKEA? Well, a couple things to pay attention to. Number one, the IKEA employees don't have eyes, so they're not going to activate 096, but the survivors do. So what you're doing is you're dooming all of the people and not the enemy entities. That's problem number one. Problem number two is 096 can sense where you are anywhere on the planet if you see its face. And that means that even though the door moves around and the infinite IKEA is, well, infinite, 096 will be able to sense the way out if anyone here sees its face. So we can't just let it loose in there because it will find its way out. So definitely not a great containment strategy. What would you do with a man who can teleport? We already have to deal with a couple teleporters, and really it's just kind of a catch 'em when we can situation. I mean, SCP-507, for instance, the reluctant dimension hopper, we just put a tracker on him, and when he disappears, we go get him. That's about it. Otherwise, it's the old Scranton reality anchor, but not like we have a lot of those. They're really annoying to use, so too big and expensive. They're not very cost effective. Hey, Dr. Sherman. Researcher Fair asking for more time with Miss J. You're talking about SCP-5094. We were thinking about backflip lessons. You know, well, Miss J probably knows the proper form for doing a backflip and can explain it quite well. You'd probably do better working with someone in the gym for that, because you're sitting on a situation where you need someone to kind of catch your legs and help you through the motion a little bit. Gymnastic training is not just all mental, so you might want a spotter for that. And a computer program isn't particularly good at that part. By the way, staff, we have approximately 5 to 10 minutes left on stream. 5 to 10 minutes. Tara, the Gender Bender, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some apple cider on your way past the commissary. Happy Pride Month, Dr. Sherman. Happy Pride Month to you too. It's a good month for celebrating the LGBTQIA plus people in the SCP community. I tried to read the SCP-3999 article and I'm confused. I know when something is scratched out, it means it was wrong and replaced, but if there's nothing it's replaced with, what does it mean? So the symbolism there is that you've got to read it in order and imagine that it's happening in real time. So something is written and then scratched out, then the next thing is written, then scratched out, then the next thing is written and scratched out. It's like it's continually happening. And that is the amount of universal resets we're dealing with there. It's pretty intense. Who would win, Shy Guy or Gate Guardian? Gate Guardian, that's easy. Bro, are you in ballet class right now? Listen, I am at a stakeout location of indiscriminate need-to-know basis. You do not need to know where I am staked out and why. Only that I am, and yes, it happens to be a fitness/dance school. But you don't need to know anything else. Clone, thank you for donating again. Seeing as this universe is technically canon in 40K, and the SCP Foundation theoretically exists in our reality, does that in theory mean that the SCP Foundation is canon in Warhammer 40K? I mean, I don't see anything wrong with your mathematics there. The problem becomes that the Foundation's meant to be keeping anomalous things secret, and in the Warhammer universe, all of that magic and trans-dimensional BS is out in the open. So really, what kind of job do we have to do in that case? We just kind of get sucked into the military's science wing for that. Sir, what's your favorite SCP and why? You know, we are at the end of stream, and I always tell you my favorite SCPs at the end of stream. The only difference is normally I don't tell you why. And I've got to go pretty fast, so let's go through this real quick. So, 3999 is one of my favorite SCPs because I love House of Leaves, and it's got that very surreal format screw thing going on. It is also a bunch of metafictional bullshit, and I love metafictional bullshit. So 3999 is one of my favorites for that. 3043, Murphy Law is freaking hilarious. The whole, again, format screws, I love that. Murphy is hilarious as this private eye turning everything around him into a film noir movie, and a bad film noir movie at that. It's really funny. 008-J, he's just so cool. Jeff is a great guy. Everyone loves Jeff. How could you not like Jeff? He's so chill. Spooky-J, sometimes I can have a little bit of immature humor. Spooky-J, yelling at people and annoying them is funny. You can't tell me it's not. 5031 is so wholesome. The boy cooks, literally cooks, and then does music. It's so cute. How can you not like 5031? It's the best boy, and he was abused, but then we saved him and we fixed it and we made it better. So yeah, that's great. 5320. If you do not praise the infinite fish that just goes on and on forever in its great infinitude, you don't have a soul. 5320 is great. Fight me. And finally, 5175. What do you mean a weeaboo mall cop is blessed with a haunted sword with the soul of a samurai that's going to train him to fight? That's so stupid. It's so funny and stupid. And then finally, 8980 hurt my fucking soul so much. Trigger warning for 8980. Oof, it's painful. And that is why, if it can affect you that much, it earned its place on the favorites list. It was a endeavor, but it earned its place onto the favorites list. I swear to all of you, 5320 is not a loop, Desk is a heretic, and an awful person for spouting such lies. And so, Coffee Flyer, what's 8980? 8980 is Workplace Abuse and Gaslighting, the SCP. It's nasty. It's fucked up. It is bad. But it's also really good in how bad it is. All right. That is the end of stream. I'm sorry we had technical issues during the midstream. Not that I could help it, but that's just how it is. And so I've got to get going. I will see you guys in a little bit. I'll see you in tomorrow's stream. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. You can never know what it's like. Your blood like winter freezes just like ice, and there's a cold, lonely light that shines on you. You wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use. And did you think this fool could never win? Well, look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way. If you need to know while I'm still standing, you just fade away. 'Cause don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. Oh, and I'm still standing after all this time. Picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah.